Hello guys. Welcome to Diablo the Primordial. This video is the continuation video after Chaos and Counter moves. So if you have not watched the first part, then please watch it. The link is in the description. And please check out my second channel Top Anime Sensei for the light novel of Tensei. So without any further delay, let's start. But before we start, please like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates. But, the difference in power is too vast for them to be able to cover their handicap in numbers. Although the angels are estimated to be B rank in combat prowess, the abilities differ for those who are reincarnators. In other words, it's different depending on their willpower. The mass-produced angels are not a threat, but the angels who have a will of their own show obvious increases in strength. As the race that mirrors the demons, it is better to assume that they too become stronger the longer they exist. Additionally, there are reincarnators who were formerly from Yuki's hybrid forces. It is predicted that there are other hidden commander types and the like. Then there is also the placement of the upper-tier angels. The details are still unconfirmed as of now. They seem to be hiding their true abilities, and blending into the horde of regular angels. Though there were a few who stood out, they're simply too few in number at this point. There should be roughly 100,000 reincarnators from the X-hybrid forces. There's a need to be wary of them. With just Leon's forces, he's not going to hold out against 200,000 angels. A massive reading has been confirmed in El Dorado's airspace. With Soi's Tsukuyomi, that was analyzed and confirmed using Eye of the Moon. It was a reading similar to Vega, who was currently attacking Milam's forces. I think she called herself one of the 4 fiends of the Heaven Commanders. That would mean, the one who's going to confront Leon is likely 4 fiends of the Heaven Commanders Kigali. The strength of an awakened demon lord? No, if we aren't careful, she might have powered up even more than that. Leon's plenty strong, sure, but since we have no idea just how powerful 4 fiends of the Heaven Commanders Kigali is now, being overconfident is a bad idea. She still seems to be observing, meaning the stalemate will hold, but the situation will change the moment she makes her move. Until then, I'll need to make my move too. For now, that's what the overall situation looks like for the other fronts. Such a bad outlook shortly after the battle began. Ciel's all fine and dandy as she has completed her predictions and whatnot, it's just a boatload of headaches for me. After sorting out the issues, the biggest problem is still Milam. Next, would be that against the rampaging Vega, Carrion alone doesn't have enough to clinch the victory. Then it's Rumina's pinch, from DeGruel's betrayal. Finally, we've got to handle reinforcements for Leon. Would be how it looks. Also, regarding Leon's case, I won't butt in unless he calls for help. Though I kinda feel bad for Leon, even if El Dorado falls, it's not going to affect the other sides. The destruction of a city in that remote location, among the many that exist, isn't going to affect an overall victory. The exception is if by any chance Leon is defeated, I would want to mount a counter-offensive against Kigali. Cooperation with Leon would be the ideal situation though. Even if I don't make a move, since he's Leon's ally, Guy's forces would move in to assist. That was CL's prediction. It doesn't look like the Angel army is moving to attack Guy's side anyways. With Misery as the commander, his forces will move to Leon's aid. This looks like the best choice. Guy has his own information network, so he definitely knows that his ally is in danger. With a powerful army comprised of thousands of greater demons, estimated A rank, I'd want to believe that they can close the gap in numbers. I'll be leaving Leon's problem to Guy for now. Until there's a call for help, I'm going to leave him be. What shall be our move, Rimuru-sama? If we are to stop Milam-sama, we will need to send a large portion of our forces. Benimaru asked. I cut off thought acceleration, and put my conclusion into words. Although that's also important, you've noticed, haven't you? DeGruel's betrayal. Yes. Benimaru and Diablo have noticed as expected, while the remainder don't seem to have noticed. There was a wave of unrest in the command room. Well, this isn't surprising, considering that our greatest asset, one pillar among the demon lords, has betrayed us. It's normal to be disturbed by such news. Though it's important to stop Milam, this was also a problem that couldn't be left unattended to. Luckily, they have yet to make their move. Therefore, we will be sending reinforcements to Rumina's via the transit gate, while contacting her at the same time. The ones to be dispatched are. The question is, who should I be sending? Whoever I send will be up against an army, so someone who can handle such situations. My choice should be Rimuru-sama. I would like to make a selfish request. Please, send me out to the battlefield. Xian stood up, and spoke her piece while looking straight at me. Is the responsibility of being the guardian for de Gruwel's sons a part of this? There should be no problems. But, isn't there a chance the sons would betray us too? The possibility is actually fairly low. Except, it would be unwise to send only Xian. I'd suggest sending Adelman and Albert along too. I too thought of sending Adelman as they'll be up against large numbers of enemies. He seems to be research buddies with Ruminas too. They should have fairly friendly relations. There shouldn't be any problem so long as Zijin is in the labyrinth. Alright, Xian, go for it. You're bringing your squad along with you, right? Don't get complacent. Haha, many thanks. Xian vacated her position in high spirits, gave me a bow and left the room. I don't think Xian can stand up against de Gruwel as she is now. But, with support from Ruminas, her immortal properties can be put to good use. With Rumina's day and night inversion, and Adelman's holy demonic inversion, they'll be able to handle the giant army which has many different elemental specialists. Adelman, you're heading out too. Though you'll be leaving the labyrinth, go forth and assist Xian and Ruminas. Understood. As one who was granted life, I feel nothing but gratitude. I shall definitely show that I am able to meet your expectations. Adelman took off, with Albert and Wenti in tow. Using the Dead Spirit series of summoning magic, he is capable of summoning undead knights within his labyrinth territory. He can easily whip out a dependable mobile force. Albert also looks to have gotten used to his Gods class equipment, while Wenti was all excited as it has been a while since she had the chance to rampage in the outside world. For now, let's see what happens with such measures. Next, to choose who is going to be Vega's opponent. Let's not think about getting rid of him for now. We need to send reinforcements soon, else Milam's forces are gonna take massive casualties. It looks like Carrion has been sent to face him, but it's going to be tough for him alone. Now then, as for who is going to help out Carrion who is facing Vega. I'm thinking of sending Gobta. Your thoughts, Ranga? Master, does that mean that it's okay for me to head out too? Ah, that's right. Gobta is a genius. Our synchro rate has already reached over 80%. If we were to gain combat experience with a superior foe, he is definitely going to grasp the knack in no time. As expected of Gobta. He's getting praised a whole lot. More like, the goblin genius, how's that? Ranga was wagging his tail, looks like he's looking forward to getting some of the action. Though it looks like he's exaggerating somewhat because he wants to head out too, his words are true to a certain extent. I shall believe him then. Alright. If it's Gobta, he can teleport to where Carrion is. Go forth, Ranga, go, together with Gobta, and kick that Vega's butt. Understood. At the same time he replied, Ranga disappeared into the shadows. Ranga's all pumped up about it. What about Gobta? He wasn't all too enthusiastic, saying, why'd you have to choose to fight that Skaryashek fella? Well, Gobta'll be fine. He'll put in the relevant amount of effort. Let's leave it at that for now. Lastly, our main problem with Milam. As for Milam, I'll head out to deal with her. The moment I said that, the surroundings became silent. Well duh. The leader himself is making a move. This is nothing but a bad move under normal circumstances. But, rather than sending large numbers against Milam, I judged that there was a need for a more flexible response. Seal also agrees, as in her calculations, the death of one of my Guardian class followers is a possibility that couldn't be overlooked. It's not like we're going to face Milam with the intent to kill, but shit can still happen even if we're only trying to stop her. This scenario calls for me to step in. Then, I shall be accompanying Rimuru-sama. There will be the need to get rid of those annoying bugs that are flitting around when confronting Milam-sama. And of course, we'll be going too. I'ma go too. Without a doubt. My most powerful assets, the officers of the Black Numbers, all spoke in unison. Oh well. I'll leave the regular Black Numbers members behind then, since I can summon them anytime I want to. Even if the silver-haired angel who's facing Milam has no attack power whatsoever, there's 4 other angels of the awakened Demon Lord class too. We can't be getting complacent. Now that Xian has left for her battle, my bodyguards end up being these 4 pillars, doesn't give me much of a choice but to bring them along with me. Though the situation looking like the enemy's plot to draw me out isn't out of the question, me not moving now is only going to invite an even bigger disaster to follow. It is imperative to stop Milam from destroying her own country. Our help would be in vain if she really ends up doing it. Also, there's that lower life form Vega, who stole my thunder. If Gobta doesn't finish him off, I'll need to be there for the finishing touches. Carrera declares, while showing an awfully scary smile. Ah, he's the one who interrupted her battle with Kondo. I can understand that much. Guess I can let her move in to support Gobta, after the extra nuisances have been taken care of. Thinking back, can Gobta actually win this time? Though I gave the order because Gobta was able to get there almost instantly, his synchro rate with Ranga being only 80% is kinda bugging me. It's not like it would be a definite win at 100%, even with Carrion, Gobta and Ranga, emerging victorious against Vega is going to be a real feat even in CL's calculations. That man Vega, just how much has he grown? He also seems to be absorbing the dead bodies around him, slowly increasing his power. If we don't get rid of him soon, he can become a real threat to us. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys have not watched my earlier videos, then please watch them. The links are in the description. And please check out my other channel Top Anime Sensei for the light novel of Tensura. And don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates.